Started slow descent, going over to Unicom 22.8. Mike, we're 10 to the north inbound, landing advisory.
Kilo Mike, no other reported traffic, and it looks like the winds are favoring runway 18.
Okay, favor 18, 8 by the Kilo Mike.
Pike Radio traffic, this is Archer 92 Quebec. We are downwind runway 27. Pike Radio traffic.
Approaching altitude.
Man, it's pretty over here, the little rolling hills. They are down by the river.
Right, brothers, traffic, Archer 2565, Mike, turning base, runway 20, right, brothers. Portsmouth traffic, experiment 858, Kilo Mike, fly to 2, coming up overhead, 4 miles to the north, we'll come in overhead, left downwind, 2 aircraft, runway 18.
Aircraft approaching Portsmouth, Papa Charlie taking 18, will depart north from pattern.
Alright, we better stay a little bit left
turn.
Left turn in the pattern.
Okay, we'll come overhead, turn midfield, left downwind for 18858 Kilo Mike, we're 3 to the north now.
Okay, Papa Charlie's on the roll, 18.
3 miles an hour, 270.
Pike Radio traffic, Archer 92 Quebec on final, runway 27. Pike Radio traffic.
I'm going to slow it back, Dave.
Alright, I'm going to go to trail.
We're going to go in left, up, downwind?
Yeah, overhead left, yeah.
Altitude.
I would stay in trail because he's going to be turning. We don't want to do a formation turn in the pattern. We'll just go ahead and follow him behind. But we'll give him a little bit of room. You know, we'll slow down, give him some room on downwind so we're not right on him when we land. That should do it.
Portsmouth traffic, 34 Papa Charlie, turning left crosswind immediately after takeoff from 18 Portsmouth. We'll exit the pattern left north.
This one just took off.
Sounds good. They got
Portsmouth traffic, experiment 858 Kilo Mike, half a mile to the north, coming up overhead, and we'll break midfield for a left downwind for 18. We've got the departing traffic in sight right now.
departing traffic.
Okay, thanks, sir.
I think he wants to depart through the left downwind, so let's keep an eye on him. Oh, he just pulled off a lot of power. There we go. Traffic's way out of the way, that's good.
Portsmouth traffic 858 Kilo Mike, overhead the airport, breaking midfield left for left downwind, departing traffic in sight, fly to 2.
Oh, I mean, his wake. That's his wake, feel that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll give him a little room and then we'll break. Not quite as aggressively.
Portsmouth traffic, experiment 858 Kilo Mike, fly to 2, turn in left downwind for 18.
Pike Radio traffic, this is Archer 92 Quebec, we're downwind, runway 27, Pike Radio traffic.
Sure, you're reminiscing about all the formation flying you did in that 172.
Yeah.
Different kind of airplane, different kind of things you can do with them.
I've never done any formation flying or anything, yeah.
You can do it in a 172. I mean, it's a very steady platform.
Yeah.
But people typically just don't.
Cessna 6466 Echo, Cessna 172, 15 miles north-northeast of the airport, inbound. Portsmouth traffic, experiment 858 Kilo Mike, turning left base, fly to 2, 18.
got into his prop wash, Mav.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Silly ass stuff.
Pikeville traffic, Cessna 66 Echo is 15 north, northeast inbound.
I'm going to give him a little more room here.
1.9, Pikeville.
So we don't crowd him on the runway.
Pikeville traffic, this is Archer 92 Quebec. We're on a base for runway 27. Base for runway 27. Pikeville traffic.
Portsmouth traffic, Experimental 858 Kilo Mike, turning final, runway 18, flight attitude.
Lost sight of him.
I see him.
Oh yeah, I got him now. That camouflage works, doesn't it?
That works.
Temperature 26 Celsius. Dew point 21. Altimeter 3008. Remarks. Density altitude 2000. Greater Portsmouth Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 1414 Zulu. Weather. Wind 180 at 3. Visibility
Rats, they said calm a second ago.
5,000.
Right. 3 knots isn't much to worry about, but indicating 18, we'll go to 18. So Mike is riding with the other Mike on the way back so he can get some RV6 time. I'm 80 knots slower, well 70 knots slower, so I'm going to go ahead and take off and they'll catch up with me. Bolton, I have to give them, they want a half-hour notice before landing. It's only a 36-minute flight. So Mike will have caught up with us by then in his RV6. We'll meet over Deer Creek, which is about 15 minutes out, and we'll give them a call there. What they're doing is they're sealing cracks in the runway. They're out there spraying tar into the cracks on the runway. So they need time to, if they recently put hot tar down, they need notice to go out there and put cold water on whatever's still really melty so it doesn't stick to us or whatever. So they just need advance notice. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. They're going to catch up. We'll call the tower as soon as it makes sense to do so, and as soon as they're ready to let us in, we'll go on in. So we had a great flight down. You saw some of that on the way. I didn't really turn on the GoPro on the way down. I more or less just forgot to do it. We were busy doing other stuff, including that formation flying. So we flew formation on Mike. Mike flew formation on us pretty much all the way down here. I got a gap where I was able to move off to the side and turn on the GoPro and catch the landing and all that. So I'll just leave it running this time. It's been, actually it's been staying alive since I did a master reboot on it. See if it, maybe now that it's getting a little warmer in the day, if it really is a heat-related problem. So we're going to do a intersection departure here. There's no reason for us to go another 500 feet back when I got a mile in front of me. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the canopy closed. Know how I feel about the canopy. All right. Now it's going to take off a lot better than it did with Mike and a full tank of gas. He's the bigger guy. I think he's around 240. No, it can't be right. Can't possibly be that. Oh, well, whatever. He's a pretty big guy. So we should just pop right off the ground. They're coming up behind us. They'll do a run up. I'm going to do a run up. And they're going to let me get out in front of them a little bit. All right, we are ready to go. So we got a canopy. I am on KPMH. So anybody I've talked to down here should be listening on that. Now we're ready to go.
Portsmouth traffic, Experimental 284 Delta Golf departing runway 18, Portsmouth.
We're clear. It's calm air, even though it's saying 3 knots. So I still got to watch for that guy that might want to land on 3.6. But we look pretty clear. And so here we go.
Moving altitude.
Portsmouth traffic, Experimental 858 Kilo Mike, taking the active runway 18 for departure north. Portsmouth traffic, for Delta Golf is going to depart to the north from the left downwind runway 18.
Well, they're not giving me much of a head start. They'll be on me in no time. Alright, nobody around. It is a Monday. Most people are back at work.
50 on the Unicom, burn 51 Charlie, crossing Medfield for left downwind, 11.
Autopilot.
And let's make our altitude, about 3,500. Alright, so GPS on the autopilot, nav 600 foot per minute to an altitude of 3,500 feet. So my job here is finished. And if anybody knows why I'm getting that red background on my airspeed number, I can
Hey,
take that.
Mike, go over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now.
1, 2, 3.
50 on the Unicom.
For you, so give me an idea where you're at.
Alright, I just got on freak. We're just about a mile north.
Alright, looking and climbing.
I'm at 2,500 heading for 3,500.
Good.
I'm 90 knots.
Yeah, tell you, we got you in sight. We're gonna come up, we'll come up off your left side, left back.
So my job right now is to be very steady. It's nice calm air so far today. It's not got hot yet. There's not a lot of bumping and grinding going on. So formation is actually pretty easy when it's like that. But when the guy's coming up behind you like that, you want to be very, very, very steady. Now he's got years and years and years of military experience, so he knows what he's doing. I've had a formation clinic, a weekend-long formation clinic. So I know enough just to hold still and let him work around me. $3,500, 100 knots.
Alright, we got a visual.
Really can't go much higher before I get into those clouds, so 3,500 is going to work well. He looks to be about a mile and a half behind, and now he comes up very slowly on me. So he doesn't come blasting on through, he's just going to kind of creep up. And we'll get up to Deer Creek and give the tower their half-hour notice, and hopefully he can do it quicker than that. I already mentioned that.
Yeah, we're still behind you, we're catching up.
Alright, I'm going to stay at 105 knots, 3,000, or 3,500. Nice smooth day so far. And we'll spend the rest of the day working on Mike's airplane, not Mike from Texas, not Mike in the RV-6, working on his RV-12, and we should have it flying today. There was nothing really wrong with it, but we decided to do an oil change because we didn't, why not? He needs to learn how to do that, and nice to have clean oil. We installed his ADS-B yesterday. We haven't put power on it yet. We'll do that this morning. His compass needs calibration, but he's over at Ugly Young Farmers, and they have a compass rose painted right on the ramp there, so we'll be able to get an initial compass calibration for him. And I think we may balance the carburetors, but maybe not today. We'll put it all back together and get it flying. So he can start flying left seat in his airplane, and I'll fly right seat and instruct him to the degree that I can instruct him. He can't log any of it, but I can get him up to speed enough to take a BFR with Mike in the RV-6 and get him legal again, and then he can start logging time. Alright, they're breaking off to the left, so he's going to be coming along my left side.
Alright, we're coming back off your 5 o'clock position here shortly, and then we're going to move up and right for picks.
And what is he, 100 below? Yeah, we'll be able to see him here in a second.
Alright, if you stay still, we're going to work around on your left side.
There he is. Okay, I got him in sight. No need for me to watch him. I just like to get a general idea where he is. Okay, he's just off my wing. I'll take my word for it. And I think they're taking pictures. All I got to do is fly nice and straight and level. Autopilot's doing a great job of that for me. I give him a thumbs up for the camera. I'm wearing the wrong hat. I'm wearing my goofy hat. Oh well. I guess. Get to zoom down a little bit in case we get some traffic. It's getting a little choppy, so he's spreading out a little bit. It's getting a little bit bumpy. And here in a minute, they're just going to go on ahead of me.
All right, break it off.
Now, I'll meet you over Deer Creek.
All right.
Orbit the campground. That'll be a nice landmark.
All right.
Okay, we're on our own again. And unpucker the cushion. A pretty little airplane. I doubt you can see it. We're actually about now a mile directly behind him. I'm heading straight for Deer Creek where we're going to rendezvous. He's probably letting the other mic fly a little bit. He's got, like I said, 60 or 70 knots on me, so they'll get there way before I do. So I think he's probably just going to let him maneuver the plane around. So as far as I'm concerned, all I'm doing is driving to Deer Creek and just watching the air show. I actually have a user-created waypoint for Deer Creek, so I was actually able to just do a direct to instead of what I was doing is direct to Bolton and then using track, just to track over that little flag that I created there. I decided I might as well just do a direct to on that. So now I can go back to nav, and that'll give me nice wind correction and such forth. Pretty neat stuff. This is really, really neat stuff. Ross County.
We're coming up right over Ross County now.
You're down at what, about 2,500?
We are.
This is wonderful stuff. I don't see him, but that's actually about 5 miles away. And an RV-6 is not a big airplane.
Want me to go over to the tower, tell them we're about 15 minutes out?
Yeah, we can give that a try, sure.
All right, stand by.
I tell him about 20. I'm about 18 right now. Oh, he's not on the frequency anymore. Duh. I can speed up.
Yeah, they're no longer doing work, so we just call him when we want to go in.
All right, you can either go ahead or I can follow you, either way.
All right, where are you at?
I'm about 3 miles west of Ross County.
Okay, we'll go ahead in if that's all right.
No problem at all. Catch up with you. So they didn't need the half-hour notice after all. They didn't need 15 minutes notice. They're not currently working on the runway. So Kilo Mike, which is the two mics, M&Ms, they just reported like 2 miles, 3 miles out, so they're almost there. And the tower knew that we had left together, so he asked how far out I was or if we were still together. And at the time, I was 6.5 minutes. So rather than reporting my miles, I told him we were 6.5 minutes out. He told me expect the same instructions that he gave to Kilo Mike, which is midfield left downwind 22, land, blah, blah, wind calm. So been in contact with the tower. They're ready for us. It's going to be just a routine landing at this point. I do believe the reason it is expect the same instructions is things can happen. Airplanes move fast, and it's there's about a 4 or 5 minute difference between me and the mics. So a lot of things can happen. So I'm not cleared. I haven't really cleared in or downwind anyway. But basically, he's letting me know things may change. I may have to divert to a different runway. I may have to do different spacing. I may have to enter in a different way. So I believe that's why he said to expect that. I read it back as expect midfield or left downwind runway 22 report midfield, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen.
Experimental 8 Kilo Mike, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land 22, 858 Kilo Mike.
We're supposed to get thunderstorms later, but currently it's not looking like that kind of weather. There's no real vertical development of the clouds yet. It's early yet, though, so that may come later. I think it's only about 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock. Big old cloud in the way, look at that. We have to get under that,
Autopilot.
or go around it.
Approaching altitude.
Not much of a cloud, but I don't want to go through it. Oh, there's the bumps from it. They always have little bumps around them. There we go. Yeah, there's going to be some vertical development. I'm feeling the bumps now. A little bit later in the day, I'm sure. We don't really need to slow down. We just need to get there. This airplane slows down quite easily.
Spermano 8 Kilo Mike, exit at Alpha 3, taxi to parking via Alpha and Charlie, monitor ground, point 8 on the way in.
Alpha Charlie, monitor ground, 858 Kilo Mike. Full tower, forward on the Golf, midfield, left downwind 22.
Spermano 4 Delta Golf, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land 22, forward Delta Golf.
One of my favorite controllers. Oh, it's nice and clear today. Gorgeous day. It'll be hot in the hangar though, where we're going to spend the rest of the day. There shouldn't be that many cracks to fill in the runway because that's pretty much a brand new runway from like 2 or 3 years ago, at the most. And next Monday and Tuesday they're going to repaint it. And again, I really don't see the need for it. Looks it's pretty well painted already. It's better than most. A little bit gusty down here. Put away, birds. Thank you.
Spermano 4 Delta Golf, exit there at Alpha 3, taxi parking via Alpha and Charlie, monitor ground, point 8 on the way in.
Alpha to Charlie, monitor ground, point 8, forward Delta Golf.
Alrighty. There, we get some air conditioning in here. Alright, well that's it for today. Thanks for riding along.